Hello. Good morning to you. Happy Monday. It's Bill. Still by himself. Cindy will be back with us tomorrow. Looking forward to that because I know she's been having a really good time. I've seen a lot of pictures and talked to her a couple of times. Chatted about things that they've been doing there in Key West. They've been having a good time. They said it did rain for about an hour one day. That was really the only damper on the whole thing. I guess she says it probably could have been warmer for her, but 65 to 75 is not bad for January. I don't think even in Key West, I think that's pretty good. But anyway, so she'll be back with us on tomorrow morning. Got a traffic alert, some house fire, structure fire on 64 East Lake between the 264 turnoff to go to Stumpy Point and the Dare County line at the foot of the Alligator River Bridge. That's been closed off by the North Carolina Highway Patrol due to a house fire near Pump Road. I don't know if it's causing an actual hazard to motorists. Maybe there's more to it than just a structure fire. Maybe there's some brush. I don't know. But that's going to be closed off to about 9 o'clock. So says the North Carolina Highway Patrol. So we got that going on this morning. Dare County Schools trying to get everybody off and running this morning, and their buses can't run in that area until they open the road. So they put out an email to us giving us that information to get out to folks, saying that those buses will run. All tardies will be excused. They're just not going to run until the road opens back up. Not even going to try. So they got that going on, and that kind of really messes stuff up for folks trying to get to and from Dare County or Terrell County this morning, or just to East Lake in Dare County. There it's going to be shut off for a while. So we get that happening, and I'm keeping up with information. If you see me looking at my text, I'm just looking for new information, and if I see something, it might be something pertinent to this. But anyway, so we're talking about that. Perrin, good morning to you. How are you? Hopefully you had a good weekend. And Sally, Mustang Sally. I don't know why that name sticks. You said it. You introduced yourself as Mustang Sally one time. So that's how I know you. But Sally, good morning to you. It is a happy Monday, I guess. I guess it is. You got to look at it that way, or you're going to have a bummer Monday. You will. Just checking my music there. Oh, Perrin, you sleep in just a little bit. I don't blame you. I slept good last night. I wish I'd slept more. Had a long day yesterday. Had a road trip to Raleigh and back. Dropping Mrs. Thomas off at the airport in Raleigh. She was going to Atlanta for the week for a buying trip at the Mart. If you ever heard about that, it's a pretty spectacular place. Or places all in one area downtown in Atlanta, of all places. So she'll be there, and the boys and I are batching it, and LZ's hanging out with us, Cindy's dog, her golden retriever. And LZ will be with us till sometime early this evening. So, and Gary's checking in. Let's see what Gary's got to say. 24 to 27 today. Back in Ohio. Yeah, going back to Bethy's neck of the woods to start painting. February the 3rd. All right. Very cool. Very cool. Parent says, she saw where I had mentioned going on the road trip, and I had Parker's barbecue yesterday. Now, if you're a East Carolina style barbecue person, I have heard for a long time that is one of the places you might want to put on your bucket list to try out and see how they grade with everybody else's. And I was going to be close enough to it. I stopped and said, you know what? No cook for Bill. Just stop and pick some of that up as takeout and head home. So that's what I did. And we had some really, really good food last night. So checked off one on the bucket list, and got to be one of the more top rated barbecue places in the state of North Carolina. They have got an operation that is incredible there. So it was pretty cool. And Lori Lee, good morning. Cindy I'm actually up in the air about it too. I think it's pretty cool. I was a Redskin fan and have been for a long time. Kind of tapped out there when they went Commander It's like, man, wow, but can't be too sore about that. I'm happy that team's winning. And first playoff game in since 2005 season? I think that's what it is, about 20 years. So, yeah, pretty happy about that. Definitely. Bethy, good morning. Hello. No, Perrin, I didn't get the stew. No, I'll try that next time. I got barbecue, got the sauce, got their coleslaw, which is very interesting. Got their boiled potatoes. So, and we had beans, so we were good. And so I'll try the stew and the fried chicken. I hear that's good too. Just saying. Hey, Mike, blew right past your place yesterday, I guess. Blew right through Jamesville on my way to Raleigh and back. Thought about you. And let's see. Mike from Norfolk or Hampton Roads, good morning to you. How are you doing? And let's see. Yeah, I'd say so. I think he's helped turn that team around. I tell you what. Lori, it's a place in Wilson. I think they've got one in Greenville and maybe another location somewhere. It's called Parker's. Yeah, so. Mike, yeah, that's a really tough situation. Let me explain to you. Back in June, Tom passed away, Tom Kent. He had cancer, and his family had decided to try to keep the show going. At first, it was going to be with some of the best of Tom Kent stuff, and his son was who is also a radio DJ guy, had his own stuff on the Tom Kent radio network. Decided they were going to try to keep it going, and they just couldn't. They couldn't keep it going. It was really a tough decision to make. So at the end of December, they shut down the show. So we hate that happened. There's nothing, we had no control over it. I am, and we are, our music team, our programming team, we're looking for something as a possible replacement for that show, but we want to make sure it's the right thing. So it might take a little while we kind of think it over. So that's what happened. Perrin, I think it was red potatoes. They were peeled, but they were nice and soft. So, yep, that's right, Perrin. He passed away. Yeah. Hey, Victoria, good morning to you. How's it going? And did I say hello, Bethy B? You said you're here. Good morning to you. How are things in Florida? Hopefully it's going pretty good. Definitely. Anybody else do something cool over the weekend you want to share? Anybody? I was going to talk about this in just a minute or so, but I think I'm going to save this till tomorrow when Cindy comes back, because we've got the situation with the traffic and East Lake and Highway 64 being shut down for another hour or so, which is a major deal. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. And but I was going to talk about the topic of, should there be some kind of deadline to take down your Christmas decorations? Is too late too late? Should it just be to each his own? I think it should be to each his own, personally. If you want to leave them up and you want people to go, look, that guy's still got his lights up, that's fine. But not so much the outside lights. What about the inside stuff? Like your mantle, you dress it all up, got a nice fireplace, you got a pretty mantle, you got a beautiful tree, and you're humming along. You've had a great holiday season. It's mid-January and you haven't taken your tree down. What do you think about that? Cindy and I are going to talk about that tomorrow. So think about that and be honest if you still have your stuff up. I don't care. I'd love to hear your side of the story there. So Bethy went to the Tiki Bar to watch the first half of the Eagles game. A lot of Eagles fans there. Well, that's good. Seeing this here in Florida. Pretty cool. Let's see. Lori says, Lori took theirs down when it was warm out there. That, you know what? Smart move. Gary says July 4th is the deadline for putting decorations down. Okay. Good to know. I love that. Paris was 1 year. Her mom didn't take the tree down until March. Oh, wow. Whoo. Oh, boy. I was wondering how that went. 3 to 4 inches. That's on Friday night, Saturday morning, I guess. Dang. Way more than we all got. Even all the way over to Raleigh. Man. A lot of people kind of bummed that they didn't get the snow or much at all. Lori Elsie's doing fine. She's doing good. This is her last day at the Thomas house. So she's being treated extra special today because we hate to see her go. Yeah. Oh, Tammy, that's a good, you know what? Great excuse. If there ever was one, great excuse. Left yours up 1 year. One of your boys were in the military, was coming home in late January. So you left it up. That's awesome. Wow. Oh, sorry to hear that. What a bummer. Foy's going to be in Richmond today. They have snow there also. I heard that. Man. And Sally says she's glad it didn't snow, I think. Some just keep the tree up, change the decorations season to season. Now, that's not a bad idea. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to update everybody on the traffic situation on 64. Try to get the most current information out there, and we'll chat a little bit more about that here in a second. Let's see what we got going on. All right. Okay. All right, mic's up. Your station for the Killer Hits, 102.5, The Shark. It's Michael Jackson and Rock with you. It is 8:12, Bill and Cindy, the morning. Killer Hits all day. Traffic situation still in East Lake this morning, according to the Dare County Sheriff's Department and the Highway Patrol. We got a road closure, I-64, right between 264 and the Dare-Terrell County line at the foot of the Alligator River Bridge. Still ongoing. There was a structure fire earlier this morning. Folks are still, I guess, responders still working on that. It's got the road blocked in both directions. So if you have to travel to and from Terrell or Dare County, back and forth, through East Lake, or you live in East Lake and you're just trying to get over towards the Outer Banks part of Dare County for work or whatever, you're going to have a time of it. That's going to be closed till about 9 o'clock, they're estimating. That according to the Highway Patrol. Dare County schools, they're open today, and the buses are running, except they can't really run if the road's closed there in that part of Dare County on I-64. So they're saying that the buses that take those routes will take them, and they will make they'll make their regular run as soon as the road opens up, and all tardies will be excused. So they get that information out there. But I-64 has been closed for quite a while. A lot of folks having to make that cut around through Stumpy Point, Englehart, up through Mattamuskeet, and into Columbia that way. That's a long way around. It really is. It's a scenic route. It's beautiful. I hope you enjoy it. If you have to take it, just take it in stride. Don't get upset about it. So your shark forecast for today is mostly sunny and, well, nice. High of about 50 this afternoon. Clear and breezy tonight with a low of 31 for the coast, 25 inland. Sunny and breezy tomorrow, looking at a high of about 41. Temps around the area, 28 in Moyock, 27 in Plymouth, and 34 in Nags Head at 102.5 The Shark. Today in music up within 10 minutes, and more killer hits right now. I'm getting there. Today in music, ready for you guys. So hang on for that. Excuse me. All right, where are we? Okay. Michael says, I talked to Cindy yesterday. She said you could keep LZ. She says she's found a new home and she's not coming back. She said she's in paradise. That's funny. Oh, man. Mike Bruner, have a great day too, buddy. Thanks for checking in with us this morning. Always a pleasure. And yep, Victoria says, stay warm. She doesn't call every day, but I get messages. And a couple of evenings, this is so funny. I'm thinking like, okay, she should be out enjoying herself. She should be where she says she was going to go, hanging out at, what is it, Hog's Breath and all those other places. But she's asking me about, can you send me some pictures of LZ? I'm like, really? You sound like a worried mom. So I have to prove that the dog is still alive. It's like my one job. Make sure LZ doesn't die. Just kidding. No, I'm not actually. It's just kind of funny that she's just so worried about it, but it makes perfect sense. It's all about, it's how we should be. Worried about who we care about. Absolutely. Victoria. Yeah, we're talking about LZ right now. And she's doing great. Absolutely great. Let's see. Oh, we're losing. How weird. Hold on. Having an odd thing going here, trying to get your comments up so everybody can see them. All right. So anyway, there we go. Oh, Bethy, I know. You know how I know? Because you've been sending me these little alerts about dogs that are up for adoption. There's some cutie pies out there. That one in Currituck, the white and brown one, looks kind of sort of like a, gosh, I don't even know what it is. Some type of a spaniel, brown and white, not a cocker. Brittany, maybe, could be. I don't know. That's a beautiful dog. Definitely. And the golden's pretty too. I don't think I would choose a golden. I think, you know, Cindy's got a golden. I've got several other friends who've got goldens. And I think for me personally, that might be too big of a dog for our house on a long-term basis. Something just a little smaller is more our speed for the inside of our house. So just saying, but I appreciate you sending me those. I do. That's awful sweet of you. Thank you so much. Lisa, good morning. How are you doing? Oh, do you do with your kitties when you're on vacation? Okay. Okay. Perrin, I have woke up in the middle of the night and was wondering, how do you set up what music is playing, or do you? I do set it up. Yeah, it is a computer program that helps me. Okay. And it's kind of like this. There's different categories. Like there might be 60s Motown. Okay. And that might be all lumped into a category. There might be 30 of those. There's like, let's just call one like sleepy 70s. Not that I call it that, but I think of it like that sometimes, like Gordon Lightfoot or Bread or the Carpenters, stuff like that. That might be its own category. 80s MTV stuff, that might have its own category. You get it? So you put them in different categories and you figure out how many you want to play each hour from each category. And you set it up in this program. It does it. Takes a lot of work to put the data in there with the right numbers and categories, things like that. But that's how it's done. And then you say, well, I would like to schedule music for tomorrow. And you do it. And then it's a computer file and it runs. That's kind of how it works. A little more involved in that, but that's the deal. And you may hear things. If it's the middle of the night and you get up listening to the Shark, you may hear a few songs you don't hear during the day. And it's designed like that. Okay. It just is. And it seems to work. So hope that answers your question. Perrin, you're a junior program director at heart. I know you are. I think you would love that kind of a job personally. Okay. We got collecting dog and cat food, used blankets, treats, paper towels for the Bertie County shelter. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right. Could drop it off by Dirty Habits across the bridge, or let Lori know, Lori Lee, and they can arrange a pickup. Good for you guys. Doing good stuff. Doing good stuff. Foy, that's okay. It's all what you know what? It's all what you want to listen to. That's what it's about. My job is to try to get you to listen. That's, we've got different radio stations that play different kind of music for different age people, for different people with different musical tastes, and that's why they're different. It's like a brand. It's like Pepsi. They've got soda, they've got cola, they've got cherry cola, they've got orange, they've got ginger ale, they've got the Mountain Dew, they've got the citrusy stuff. Different people like different things. So that's what I thought you were going to mention. I did, because that's what you would notice. As much as you listen, you would be someone that really noticed that. So that's funny. Good job, Foy. That's a great way to listen on the apps. It's right there on your phone, and you don't have to have the radio or be close enough to the signal, to the transmitter to be able to hear it. You can hear it online. I love that just opens it up to so many people that want to listen to a radio station, even if they're nowhere near the radio station. That is so cool. Yes, I do. I sure do. I was talking to a dad whose daughter wants to get into radio yesterday. I was talking to him about, what it was like when the technology was just 45s and 33s or a reel-to-reel tape. And that's what you did. That's how you played the music. You played it right there from the turntable live. And yeah, you could bump it and it would scratch, the record would make you'd lose your place in the song. And yeah, so easy. But they were good old days. And we think of them as good old days because we know what happened. Yeah, we lived through it. So we think they're good old days. Oh, yeah, a whole album side. Now, you might hear every once in a while one of our stations do something like that. Maybe The Pirate, classic rock, might decide to play a whole side or a whole album. They've done that in the last year or so. I think Pink Floyd, they did, and Alice's Restaurant. The OBX, a little bit more eclectic. They might play some stuff that you might not hear on the radio on any other station. All right, so Perrin. All right, so you don't listen to Charlie Brown. Okay, that's fine. I got you. That is pretty cool. The way we used to listen to music, pull the albums out, maybe play the whole side, and just chill and listen to the music. Absolutely. Yep, that was me, man. All right, today in music, we'll talk about that, and we'll be right back with you. So hang on. Mike's up. Your station for the Killer Hits, 102.5, the Shark, John Cougar Mellencamp, as he was known at that point in his career, ROCK in the USA. Good morning to you. It's 8:24. Bill and Cindy in the morning. Killer Hits all day. Cindy returns to the show tomorrow morning. Can't wait for that. That's going to be fun. All those stories. Can't wait to see how she did. Traffic alerts. Highway 64 in East Lake, Dare County, the westernmost part of mainland Dare County, is closed in both directions, has been for a while. And there's some type of a structure or house fire near the Pump Road part of East Lake that's got this blocked. And I guess for your safety and so folks can do what they need to do to clean this up and get it out. They've got the roadblock. So that's a major roadblock for a lot of folks this time of the morning. It really is. I mean, come on. You've just come across the Alligator River Bridge, and you can't even do that at this point. In fact, some folks might be stuck on the bridge as we speak, waiting for that road to open up. But according to North Carolina Highway Patrol, it'll be about 9 o'clock. Could be a few minutes earlier. It's always possible. Might be a little later. We'll keep you up to date. And Dare County school buses running in that area, they're not running until that road opens up. Then they will do everything they said they usually do, and they'll get your kids to school if that's what you choose to do. Put them on the bus at that time, and there'll be no tardies today because of that. So, all right, it's time for Today in Music. It's brought to you by Bojangles. You know, at Bojangles, they serve up those hot, fresh, made from scratch buttermilk breakfast biscuits all day, every day, anytime you're ready. It's Bo time. No doubt about that. All right. It was 2005, and reports showed that more songs had been written about Elvis Presley than any other artist. It listed over 220 songs, including Graceland by Paul Simon, A Room at the Heartbreak Hotel by U2, Callin' Elvis by Dire Straits, Happy Birthday Elvis by Loudon Wainwright III. Didn't he do the Skunk in the Road too? I think he did. There's a guy that works down the chip shop, swears he's Elvis by Kirsty McCole. I Saw Elvis in a UFO by Ray Stevens, one of those funny songs. The list goes on and on and on. And it's true. More people have written a song about Elvis than any other artist. Year 2000, Christina Aguilera had the number one single with What a Girl Wants. 1986, it was the Sex Pistols and member John Lydon, Steve Jones, and Paul Cook, as well as the mother of Sid Vicious, sued former manager Malcolm McLaren for $1.7 million. They settled out of court. The police started recording their first album in 1978 at Surrey Sound Studios in Surrey, England, with producer Nigel Gray. And that is Today in Music. Stick around. News and weather together within 10 and more killer hits coming up. Right, hang on just a second, gang. Okay. Checking the music, Baron. Hang on. All right, cool. All right. We are rocking it now. Super cool. All right, let's get back to where we started here. Where are we? All right. Okay. Let's do a DJ guest day. Man, that would be fun. Yeah. And choose the music. Wow, could I trust you guys with that? Could I? Would you guys come in and play cool music that other people would enjoy too? That's what I have to think about because I have my job. We'll think about that. That might be something kind of cool. Yeah, DJ for a day. Wow. Are we talking about CoinJock, Baron, on that one? Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Lori Lee. No, we can't do that. No. Michael, that was not going to work. Okay. I think it would be fun. I do. Absolutely. We'll work on that. We'll let this idea evolve into something that we can both live with. That would be kind of fun. Absolutely. No doubt. All right. So we talked about football. We talked a little bit about the Christmas lights. I want to save that discussion for tomorrow. I've got a friend whose wife just has multiple Christmas trees in the home every year, loves Christmas. It's her favorite time of year, and has a little trouble wanting to take them down because she loves them so much. What about those people that genuinely love Christmas? Of course, I can get my fix anytime I want. I live just down the street from the Christmas shop where my wife works, and I do some work there too. So I get to see Christmas anytime I want. You guys could too if you just want to go there. But in your house, we'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll find out how Cindy did in Key West and the flight back, all of that. We'll talk about LZ, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about tomorrow too. So got that to look forward to. A lot on the plate, definitely. Let's see. Still looking for anything new. Give me a second, guys. All right. So what we got here? Okay. All right. Checking my sources here. Okay. All right. Oh, Sally. She says she loves the spirit of Christmas too. And so glad that you simplified it by moving to the beach. Yeah, I guess sometimes you have to do that to put down the decorations. Over the years, you have decorations that people give you or that your kids make, that there are musts that you keep and want to put out every year. And then you might go somewhere like a Christmas shop like that, or used to be this place up near Richmond called Garden Ridge. I think they probably had one in Hampton Roads too. Foy. So you've probably been to one. But it wasn't all Christmas, but at Christmas, this place they were on steroids with the cool outdoor lights and all kinds of cool stuff. So you might have that. You bought that over the years, and now you don't put them out some years and some you don't, but you've got all this stuff. It might be in the garage, might be in the attic, might be in a closet somewhere, and all these boxes, and you're pulling them out. To a certain extent, I think you can go a few years and put up the same things, but something might happen where you change it up. You buy something new and you try something new. But if you've got them and they work, remember that used to be the big frustration. You just bought them and used them for 4 weeks and you put them away so delicately. I'm talking lights. And now 3 or 4 of them don't work. What the heck? Whatever. But it might be, the decorations, the Christmas balls, like, if they're delicate, if they're vintage, if they're old. The color. Yeah. So I think a lot of people do, but not everybody. Some people change it up every year. It could get boring. I get you. Could. Yeah. I would agree. You could get bored with it. All right. So here we go. Boys got Snowman out, still out on the timer, but we'll take that down this week. Done with the snow. Ready for spring, huh? I don't blame you one bit. All right, I'm checking on time here. Give me just a second. Okay, it's going to be... Okay. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. I think we're good. Oh, me too. The discounts after Christmas are pretty cool. Yeah. I've done that. We've done that too. It's kind of hard to not want to put it up, but you do. You put it away. Kind of funny. So, Foy, how were your roads? 3 to 4 inches Saturday morning. Did they melt off pretty quickly, or was it a while? My goodness gracious. Neighbors are waiting for each other to take down. They're waiting for each other. That's kind of funny. Oh, wow. So you still got some closings. Man. Okay. Well, that's a pretty good snow then. One to remember. You know what? Yeah, Lori. Been talking, man, this has been the craziest thing since I had COVID. It's not like I don't feel good. I feel fine. But I'll just get this urge to cough and there's just still junk. Apparently, it's just weird. Yeah, hacking's about right. And it freaks people out. It really does. They're like, are you okay? No, it's just left over. Left over. I hate it. I'm ready for it to go. I'll still take some Dayquil during the day just so maybe I don't cough as much. It's not horrible, but when it happens, it happens. Usually starts with a dry throat. So really? That's a shame. That's a shame. Victoria says, be safe. Boy, yeah, if you don't have to go out, don't go out. If it's still that bad there, wow. Isn't that something? Okay. Well, that's good. So the temps are going to be well into the 40s and maybe near 50, like it is here, I hope, at least for a day, right? Man, oh man. Do. All right. Okay. Yeah. I'm just double checking on this stuff. Here comes Shelly. Gonna have to come over here. There's no camera pointing that way.
There's no camera?
Yeah. Hey, look who's here.
How are you?
Yep. I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Gary, wake up. Shelly's here.
Hey, Gary. The helicopter has landed. Okay. So bad. So bad.
He just went to Florida and back.
I know.
They bought a Florida home.
That's cool. Cindy showed me the picture of it.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, cool. Very cool.
Really, really pretty.
What have you been up to?
Just working like a crazy person.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Yeah. How about you?
I've been doing, the crazy thing is I'm working hard during the week. The past like 5 weekends straight, I've had stuff to do.
Stop it.
Crazy. Like, I had to take Mrs. Thomas to Raleigh yesterday to the airport.
Where'd she go?
She went to Atlanta.
Oh.
It's a big buying thing that they go to every year called the Mart.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So they've got 4 or 5 hotel buildings right around the same area.
Sorry.
Everybody's saying hi. Everybody's saying hi to Shelly. So I that was 7 hours on the road yesterday, but it was all right.
New haircut? No, just straightened it out. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Look, we're matching in blue today.
We are. It's easy for me. It's all I have in my closet. Yeah,
all we
it's
have
blue.
to do is come in and go, what's he wearing?
If it's not blue, it must be a special occasion.
Exactly. But I see John Stamos over here is wearing blue to match you.
He's been wearing blue all year.
He does. Yeah.
Definitely.
And it's amazing. He doesn't stink. He looks good. He doesn't move.
He's a little stiff.
He is a little stiff.
But that's okay.
Goodness.
When he gets on stage, it's all different.
That's exactly right. It's all about Kokomo. I am going to take my leave. I just thought I'd come in here and say hello.
So you're filling in for Mr. Curtis today?
I am. What time is that? Do you know?
Talk to Jim Meyer.
Yeah,
he'll let you know.
Say hi.
Yeah, it's the afternoon show.
Yeah.
On 98.1 the OBX. Mm-hmm. Might want to check it out. Lori Lee and Foy talking about eclectic music. Yeah,
there you go.
That's a little bit different than the Shark.
What is fire cider? Fire cider is organic apple cider vinegar that has the mother in it, so it's probiotic.
How are we talking about this?
Because I made some and she saw it on my Facebook
Okay,
page.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in that, and I know this sounds disgusting, so please bear with me. In that goes into a big jar,
Okay.
jalapenos,
Whoa.
onions, garlic,
Wow.
horseradish root,
Gary.
onions. Let me
Okay.
think. Onions. Hold on. I'm getting there. Oh, limes, lemons, oranges,
Mm-hmm.
rosemary sprigs,
Wow.
pomegranate seeds, cranberries.
Okay.
They all go down in there and it ferments over time.
Mm.
So it ferments and it steeps, and all of the antimicrobial, antibiotic properties, all the vitamins and minerals that are within those things
Yeah.
seep out into the organic apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
And when it's fermented for about a month, I take it, I strain it. And what happens is I mix honey with it,
Mhm.
local honey. So that's got the properties that go along with it, including stuff to help with allergies for the area, because the bees use the local stuff to make their honey.
Okay.
So all of that goes together, and you take it as a shot, like just a tablespoon a day or a couple times a day.
Wow.
And it helps you from feeling ill. It helps you from being sick.
That's
Build
pretty.
your immune system.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it helps build your immune system.
All right.
So
You learn something every day.
there
Thank you,
you
Shelley.
go. You're welcome.
All right. So we got a couple of things going on. Have you heard about the structure fire on 64 in East Lake?
I did hear about that.
I think that's going to be slated to open about 9 o'clock, they
Yeah.
said. So give or take, if you're in that traffic, give or take.
Yeah.
It's going to be, yeah, it already is.
Japan just had a tsunami warning.
Lori just put that
What?
up here. 6.9 earthquake, right?
That's-
We'll have to check that out.
Wow.
Boy, one of those
Yes.
days, man.
Oh, you know
yeah.
it, girl. I'm bottling it.
Right.
I've bottled.
Remember-
I've already given. I sold one bottle.
But you
to
mentioned-
somebody.
You mentioned fermented.
Yes.
You know, it's the Waltons, like the recipe.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Or on the
Messy
Andy
little
Griffith, remember Aunt B's friend?
Yes.
She had some, they got sloshed.
Yeah.
It's not that kind of ferment,
It's
is
not
it?
that kind of
Okay.
ferment, no.
All right.
I mean, it could.
I guess.
If you let that honey and that apple cider vinegar
Go that far?
sit out without putting it in the fridge, and it gets warm and it stays closed, everything, it will ferment and it will turn into like alcohol. You'll get some hooch in there. So careful. You don't want to do that.
I don't have any of that.
Yeah.
Shelley has not brought any to work.
I will bring it in.
Okay.
I will bring a bottle.
Right. And Gary says apparently he thinks I'm wearing Victoria's Secret stuff today.
Victoria's Secret.
How would you know? Gary and I have a long running joke. 2 years ago, Mrs. Thomas and I went to Lake George, New York, and on vacation. You've heard of this, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, I think
We're up
I've
there.
heard
So
of
we
it.
go to this outlet store, a lot like here,
Yeah.
you know, in Nags Head or Williamsburg, a couple of outlet places along the road. And I get this message from Sydney. It says, Gary and his wife thinks they saw you in Lake George. I'm like, how is that? He's from Cleveland. He says, no, they were driving through and they stopped at the outlet. They knew you were around. So they put two and two together. They're sure it was you. I'm like, I'll be daggone.
That's funny.
Why didn't they come up and say hi?
Yeah, really.
They didn't want to be geeky, I guess, or interrupt my vacation.
Oh, my.
So he claims that I was in the Victoria's Secret store when I was spotted.
I see.
No,
Any nefarious activity?
no, but
Okay.
we're always talking about the sales. He sends me flyers
Oh my gosh.
from
that's
Victoria's
hysterical.
Secret saying you might want to go get there and do that kind of
They
stuff.
have nice stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They do have nice stuff. Gary, let's see.
I saw it.
He's a mess. Oh, Gary, it's like $22.50 for a 16-ounce bottle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, but it's worth it. I
All
make
right.
that, and I also made it's called Mighty Lungs. It's made with mullein leaf and lungwort, thyme, and peppermint, and you steep it in 80 proof vodka.
Wow.
And all of that stuff is good for your respiratory health. So if you
Okay.
get like congestion and stuff, in fact, Curtis wants a bottle of it. You put 10 drops underneath your tongue, and
Right.
you know, or
And
add it to some
boom.
tea and everything, and it helps break up all
Okay.
that congestion. So there you go, Shelley's little apothecary.
That's right.
Bye.
We're gonna have to create
Bye.
a podcast for
We
Shelley.
will.
She's got so much up here when it comes to that kind of stuff.
It's scary.
And can she cook? Oh my gosh.
But I don't have any common sense, apparently, my husband tells me.
Don't pay any attention to
know.
him.
I'm not.
Don't pay any attention to him.
See it.
All right. Yeah, I do need something for my cough. And I need a cue. There we go. Roll those thong credits. Who said it was a thong? You guys are too much. You guys are way too much. Have a great day. We will talk to you tomorrow, and it will be Cindy and I, unless she loses, if she misses her flight. Let's hope that, say a prayer, that she makes it back on time. All right. Have a great day.